Today in Syria, students returned to classrooms after the country's new rulers ordered schools to reopen. Also, Israel escalated attacks on its neighbor, striking military sites aiming to keep weapons away from extremists. CBS's Imtiaz Tyab is in the capital of Damascus with more.
Good evening. Well, Secretary of State Antony Blinken has confirmed that the U.S. has made direct contact with Syria's Hayat Tahrir al-Sham rebels as they move from armed insurgents to a governing authority, while stressing the need for HTS to respect Syria's minorities. For the first time since the dramatic overthrow of President Bashar al-Assad 1 week ago, Syrian Christians have attended regular Sunday services. Today, our prayers are for a new page in Syria's future, says Suzanne Barakat. The now ruling Hayat Tahrir al-Sham says it's working to reassure minorities that their way of life and right to worship won't be at risk. The Biden administration is now contemplating whether to formally recognize HTS, a U.S.-designated terrorist organization, as Syria's new transitional government. We went to Idlib to speak to its members. What is your message to Syria's minorities? That this is the new Syria, says HTS fighter Mohammed al-Shami, and the new Syria is for everyone. Early on in the uprising, Assad's warplanes targeted several towns and villages in Idlib, including this predominantly Christian village called Gassaniya, where we met Abdullah Mikhail Iskander, who until now hadn't set foot in the place he was born for 12 years after fleeing Assad's airstrikes, and showed us the church he first worshipped in as a boy. This is the church. I'm feeling very happy that I returned home, he says.
What do you want for Christians and other minorities in this new government, this new future for your country?
We
want Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, who have faith in God Almighty, to rebuild our country. And the UN has called for a quick end of Western sanctions against Syria as world powers begin to chart a path forward following the fall of Bashar al-Assad, Nancy, an enormous and complex task of reconstruction, made even more so by HTS's designation as a terrorist organization.
Imtiaz, thank you.